What's up, y'all? It's Dia, about to react to this video. It's titled American Celebrities Share Their Truth About Africa. Okay, somebody sent me this to check out, so we're gonna see what these celebrities have to say and what their experience was. Let's watch.
They don't show the beautiful picture of Johannesburg on the media. They don't show a beautiful picture of Cape Town on the media. Durban, I've never seen anything beautiful about Durban. When people show things in the media, they're always shown in the negative light. When something about Africa is talked about, it's normally bad, it's normally violent, it's normally something about the country or a disease broke, and it's never good. So your perception is what people have forced you to believe. So until you get the heart to go, I'm going, I want to see for myself, you don't know. So all I know is what the news says. So in my mind, I'm like, hey man, I'm not trying to go over there and get kidnapped. I'm saying from what I've seen. And then I go and I see an amazing city. We're blown away. Why not show us the amazing stuff that's over here? So when we get here, we see for ourselves, and then our senses are enhanced to where not only do we want to come back, but we want to come back and we want to be involved with things that you have going on.
I've said this before many times, but I think this is a very outdated way of thinking. This was the case, many decades ago when people only had access to a few TV channels, and that's where they got all their information from, and prior to the internet, because you could only go based on what you were shown. But in 2026, this just doesn't apply. And I said the same thing when Speed went to Africa, and people were like, oh my God, I had no idea it was like this. It's like in 2026 you didn't know what Africa looks like that's very strange to me, when people have been putting up travel vlogs for many years at this point and showing different parts of Africa, so many influencers and people really depicting their experience. And it's like if you were still ignorant to how Africa looks, like that's on you. Like you're just exposing your own stupidity, and you only looking up stupid shit online. Like you were not actually trying to educate yourself about the rest of the world at all. So yeah, when people talk like this, I'm like, it just says more about them. So he's probably referring to how he grew up as a kid, because this just doesn't apply in 2026 at all.
But until we get the heart as artists and we spread that, we don't know.
Because these places have beautiful people and have beautiful everything. But on the other side, this has been going on. This is how people talk. This is how they talk behind closed doors.
And I just got back from filming in South Africa. That's an absolutely stunning country. And there's a beautiful philosophy.
I loved Cape Town. Me and my homie was saying that it reminded us a lot of California. Like as far as the diversity of the landscapes and whatnot, and we were right by the water. Like it looked a lot like California. So I really enjoyed my time there. It was really nice there. And we got really lucky. The weather was so comfortable. I was like, oh, it also felt like California. It was great.
It's Ubuntu that originated there. And it is the idea that humanity is based on the plural, not the singular. And Ubuntu means essentially, I am because we are. And so I thank all of you. And I am because you are. Thank you.
They are the kindest, most sincere people I've ever been around, ever. Forget everything you've ever heard. After you go to Africa, you got to go to Ghana first, then you need to go to Botswana, because you need to see Botswana is the second richest diamond producing nation in the world.
I'm not laughing at what he's saying at all. I'm just laughing at him as a person, because whatever, it's a whole different conversation.
Them black people over there got something. And then you got to go to Johannesburg. That's what you got. You got to do that jump right there. Once you see that, you'll understand who we are. Them Africans ain't stole nothing from us. They talk about Burna Boy stole this. No, we stole from Burna Boy. Them Africans is us, man.
Oh, he's so goofy. This is what I was laughing at, okay? And this now I gotta talk about it. He's just so country and goofy. Like that's just what he exudes. I don't really care for him, honestly. And he sounds so dumb here. This is so ignorant. when people say that Burna Boy stole from us, which that's a whole different conversation, but we're talking about, Black American culture. That is very specific to Black Americans. So that was not stolen from anywhere. Like, what are you talking about? Obviously, Black Americans, like our ancestors were African, directly from Africa. But to say that, we stole from them with our culture, like, and how can we steal if it is a part of our culture as well? Because all Black American culture is just a combination of different cultures combined. And of course, there's a lot of African influence because we're African American, like, duh. But to even bring up this, we stole from them, it's like, well, no, we're descendants of them. Are you dumb? He gets on my nerves. And all this does is just add more division, and you're just adding to the whole divisive conversation of the Africans versus the Black Americans, which is stupid in itself, but you're not making it any better. Like, just shut up. Damn, he get on my nerves.
They the beat, they the rhythm, they the soul, they the hard work. We get our courage from them. When you see them people, they look just like your family. They walk
so
like
why are you
us.
trying to separate us then? What are we talking about?
Like us.
He doesn't realize
It's just,
his
you
language
gotta
is
see
very divisive. Like, instead of saying we're all one, like, instead of trying to instill unity, you're being divisive and saying that we stole from them and they the originators and we just, like, what are you talking about?
My goal is to help bridge this gap.
No, that's not your goal. We're
Because
talking like this.
Got to touch base with them because they love y'all, man. You don't even know. They think y'all to catch me out. They think y'all to lick. You know why?
And I also don't like when people speak for a whole group of people. You can't speak for every single African. Like, be quiet.
What you went through. They know where them slave ship picked you up at. They know they brought you to a land. They know what they did to you. And y'all still over here shining. If we take this shine back over there and give them the love and teach them that dust, we'd have a powerful...
I came to Ghana for the first time in January of this year.
I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to be uplifting. He's trying to, bridge the gap. He's just going about it all wrong. But this goes more into who he is as a person and how he conducts himself than anything. So it's not so much as the message that's the problem itself. It's just how he's delivered it and things that he's saying that is rubbing me the wrong way. Because it's like there's a better way to deliver whatever message you're trying to deliver.
And I've been to South Africa, but it's very different in West Africa, and very different specifically in Ghana from any other nation, because it's a nation built on pro-blackness and global connectivity of all black people. Like, their first president made that kind of the mission statement of the land almost. Like, when he freed them from colonialism and imperialism that was being pressed upon them by the British, he kind of set off this wave of just black liberation. So Ghana's only been around since '57, right? It's a very new country. It was the first sub-Saharan African country to gain its independence. So all the other countries after that followed. You know what came after that in the '50s also was the Civil Rights Movement in the U.S. All black people, the liberation of black folks, that fight's been going on for a long time, but a lot of the movement on it really just happened in the last 60 years. We were very fresh in this fight. And Ghana was at the forefront of that. And to this day, they're the one country that has an office of diaspora affairs. They're the country that has the quickest pathway to citizenship. The people they're really built on connection and connectivity. And so when I came out there, I learned all this stuff, and it was just a culture shock. Because number one, they don't really tell you that you should go to Africa. If you remember when we was kids, when Dave Chappelle went to Africa,
I was in Ghana.
I'm glad he said when we was kids. I appreciate that.
We came to Ghana a week ago to commemorate the 400 years the first slave ship left. It was the second worst day of my life. The worst day of my life, my mama died. I never really fully got over that. But standing in them dungeons, where they took us from, where they stripped us of our heritage, of our land, of our lineage, that we were kings, chiefs, queens, landowners. They took us from here. When I stood in that castle, I couldn't even stand up. See, for us to come to Africa, you don't know. See, you live here. You've been home your whole life. You here. When we come here, it's like coming home to a place you've never been. That's what African Americans feel when we come here. I don't know who, but when I stood in that slave dungeon,
That ain't my shit, y'all.
one of my ancestors is that you climbed up. And I fell. I couldn't even stand up because one of my ancestors was in that room. Man. See, then we went to the second castle. I didn't have that feeling. I was just angry at what they did to us. How dare you?
I was angry too, and then I got very emotional. I talked about my experience. The video is on my second channel, by the way, if you're interested. But so I understand what he's saying to a certain degree.
Create such an evil scheme to strip people of who they are and take us to this land far away where we were hated even more. And then we go over here and we build a nation. We built America. There are families today in America still benefiting from the billions of dollars from the slave trade. They opened up canneries, tobacco fields, they opened up ketchup companies, they opened up dealerships with the money that their ancestors. Africa is the only continent that does not have to import anything. They don't need your oil, they don't need your gas, they don't need your gold, they don't need your food, they don't need your rice, they don't need your cattle, they don't need your corn, they don't need nothing. It is the only continent that does not have to import anything.
Damn! South Africa? Oh, South Africa. Wait, let's see how South Africa looks.
Not him looking.
Y'all gotta give me specific. Y'all gotta give me the specific locations. Like,
didn't he go?
You know?
Well, I know he went to Nigeria, but I don't know what other places he went
South
to.
Africa.
But not him looking on Google Maps.
What's the best? Like, what's the main city of South Africa? Cape Town. Cape Town. Cape Town, South Africa. Let me see. South Africa,
He's
Cape
so
Town.
slow.
Ooh, let me see this motherfucker.
Oh God.
Ooh. Oh, where the people at? Ooh. Oh shit, this look. Wait, this shit look like, what the fuck? Damn. Motherfucker look like New York City. Ooh, what they got? What they got? Ooh. 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 Oh shit. Chat, have you ever been here? Yes or no? Has anybody in the chat been here, bro? Ooh.
I'm glad he stopped.
Where y'all niggas from?
And no, that sounds crazy. I don't mean it like that. But, you know, I'm glad he shifted his energy into something that he cares about instead of, you know, being goofy on stream. Because I feel like he's just being extra. Ooh, a city. Ooh, like, brother.
Ooh, fire. This is tough.
This is what I don't like too. I just feel like this feels very disingenuous. Like, it's a city. Like, what are we talking about? Why are y'all acting like, oh my God, I've never seen anything that looks like this? Like, what?
16 months of MSI. You want to pay for my college fees?
Why did DDG just say white people? Wait, you see, bro, it's South Africa, bro. He can say, oh, he got caught lacking. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait.
Say that again.
In the morning, you can see the whales diving up and down.
That's why God ain't gonna bless you niggas. I told you I seen a whale and they thought, nigga, life is crazy. Life is crazy. I just was gonna walk off and just talk to y'all and say, boy, nigga think I'm joking. I seen a whale. I seen it. They thinking the nigga cap. Now, guess what? The African that's here with us, that's gonna guide us through.
Oh, is this what? When we went on a tour, our tour guide pointed us to this area, and he was like, "People think that this is a well, but it's not. It's like a statue or something."
I love what's
happening
in Africa now. How Afro beats is starting to wake up, and
for sure
that. I love what Tyler's doing. Tyler, yeah.
Yeah, I saw on my feed a couple minutes ago before I started this.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, she was on a talk show, whatever. She was kind of doing a dance, like walking in.
Yeah, just like that, you know. And it's hard, we don't even think about it in that way, but she's like the first real African pop star in that way.
Wow.
Just like she's a new thing.
Okay.
That the world hasn't really seen, you know?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar. So
yeah.
I'd recommend everybody go to Africa.
Beautiful. Oh my God.
But for African Americans, I think it's even more special.
He just gets on my nerves. Why is he all throughout this damn compilation?
Special. You know, to wake up and not have to be conscious that you're black.
Yeah.
Just to be able to wake up and walk outside and you just yourself today.
Yeah.
You don't have to filter that in. There's not a day that I can wake up over here that I don't have to filter that in. I have to factor that in.
And again, I just feel like he spews a lot of ignorance and misinformation. This is not the case for every African. Like, you have Africans who live in certain places, especially South Africa, okay? They're aware that they're black and they're different from the other people there. Like, be quiet.
Yeah.
When I'm driving, when I'm being
It's not like, oh, we don't see color anywhere. Everybody's the same. Like, that's not the case for every single African.
pulled over, when I'm hailing a cab, when I'm in the, you know, you got to filter that in. It was such a rewarding thing.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
You don't, look, to wake up and not be a minority.
Yeah.
You don't know what that is. If you've never had to deal with that, congratulations. How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
But to wake up and
Think about being the majority, but you're still made to feel like a minority. Think about that. Talk about that. I don't know. It just bugs me. I feel like a lot of these celebrities come across very disingenuous. It's like they want to say all of the right things about Africa. They don't want to offend anyone, and they want to just praise it and this put it in this great light. And it just feels like they're kind of overcompensating a bit to where it feels like a bit much, and it just doesn't feel genuine at all. And he did that a lot heavy, which is why I was rolling my eyes every time he popped up. Because there's nothing wrong with, expressing your appreciation for a certain, continent or different countries or whatever. And especially, as a black person, you want to do that. I feel like a lot of black people want to, feel connected to Africa and want to have a great experience there and say positive things about it because we're all black. So you want to have that type of connection there. But don't be over the top and fake about it also. And that's just how it comes across when I hear some of these people talk about it, because it's like, all right, you're just doing the most and acting like it's so perfect and there's nothing wrong and it's just America is just bad because over here we got it so bad. You wake up and you just know you black. Over there it's just rainbows and butterflies and they have no issues. It's just like, that's not reality. So that's what bothers me. I feel like on one end, it's not helpful to, act like, oh, Africa is all bad and it's just dirt roads and dirty. But on the other end, it's not, positive or helping anyone to pretend that it's this, land of the free and super, amazing and everything is perfect over there. Like that isn't reality either, Can we just be real? Like the hell, So this just seems like a bit much to me. But, I do enjoy Africa. There are some countries there that I liked, some more than others, so, and I always feel good seeing a whole bunch of black people, like, obviously, it is a truly unique experience because even in America, I don't always feel that way where I'm just surrounded by a whole bunch of black people just out and about. I'm saying that slowly because it's like, well, I do go to a lot of black events here. So most of the time when I'm going to social outings and events, I am surrounded by a whole bunch of black people, but that's just because I, am connected to the black community here. But when I'm just out, at the grocery store, just out at the mall, it's like it's, a whole bunch of different races. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, sure, these people are talking about their experience. Nothing wrong with that. But I do just feel like it's a bit over-exaggerating, a bit much. But anyway, that's just my thought. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next line. Bye.